Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new science lesson. Please get your Be a Scientist book ready and let's start. We're still talking and learning about using energy to communicate. We learn about communicate with light and sound, and we learn about the sirens and how to communicate the lighthouse, and also learn how people use light and sound in different style. We also learn about how light became important for people. And since we have lights now, people can use it for like the lighthouse over the coastline or even in our streets like traffic lights and in a different way to communicate. Today we're going to learn about communication technology. So please open your book, page 88, communication technology. All right, we need to know that communication increased over time and people became now advanced to use more technology nowadays in everything. So let's see, rescue at sea. A man in a lifeboat sees a ship far away, as you see in a picture. He has a flashlight and a horn in the lifeboat. What do you think is the best way for him to send a message to the ship? So as he's in a lifeboat and he has a horn to make sound and he has a flashlight. And as you see far away, he can see the ship. So what's the best way to send message for the ship? Should he use the flashlight or blow the horn? All right. If you choose the first choice, flashlight, you're right. For one reason, as we know, light is used to communicate by sending message and visual signal for people. And this signal can travel further than the sound. And that's why the flashlight is the right choice. Because as we see the ship or the ship is far away from the boat, so sending a signal using the flashlight will be more accurate and more helpful for him. So let's put this information in our book now. So we're gonna say, we already clicked that he should use the flashlight, and we're gonna explain why, because we know that light is used, as we learned in our in the previous lesson when we saw the lighthouse. So light is used to communicate by sending visual signal to others. And of course, this signal will be traveling, comparing with the sound, will travel farther than the sound. And so let's put this down also, and signal will travel further than sound if he used, of course, the horn. That's why if he has both, flashlight will be the right method to send signal through the light. All right, I'm going to leave it. It's page 88. And our choice was he should use the flashlight. And we explained that the light travels further than the sound. Okay. Let's go for the next page, page 89. And let's look at this picture. All right. So this is, as we see, picture of the astronaut. How do you think in a space people can talk and communicate? with Earth? All right, so we look at the picture because we need to write question. Okay, so now we looked at the picture. Let's see what question we have. All right. So page 89. Look at the photo of the astronaut. How do you think astronauts communicate or talk with people on Earth? What question do you have about how the astronaut communicates? Remember, we put in questions, so we don't know the answer, and everyone just guessing. So we can ask, for example, how did he talk in space? Or how people on Earth can hear and communicate with astronauts. So we can put any of this question. Let's say how astronauts talk in space. So how do you talk to each other in space? Or how they can communicate with people on Earth? So also this could be another question. So how can people on Earth communicate with the astronaut? All right, so these are two questions that's related to the picture. All right. Let's meet our friend here.
Hello, my name is Eric. Do you like to play video games? Well, I do. If I was allowed, I would play video games all day long. Did you know that a lot of people work together to create just one game? I want to be a video game designer. They help figure out what the game will look like, what the challenges will be, and what the goal of the game will be. They also come up with the rules of the game. I cannot wait to start making my own games. I just know millions of people will want to play them.
So if we listen to this video and we say, how might a video game designer use ways people communicate in their games? What do you think he can use? For example, if you design a video game, they might use the same technology that we have with the people use to communicate. They might use lights to know that you score or you win, also with sounds. So we can use the same way as a way of communication, using the lights and the sound. All right, so let's turn the page and go for page 90. This is an activity, inquire activity, making a megaphones. How does a megaphones affect sound? Make a production. What does a megaphone do to sound? All right. In order to have a megaphone, I have a little video to show you how can you make a megaphone. So let's watch this little video. right, so as we see now, what materials they use to make the megaphone. Even if we didn't have something to do, just if you roll a thick card paper, just roll it and try to talk. So what do you think? The sound will be louder? And also you can point and direct this rolling card paper, if you make it just simple one, the direction that where you make sounds go to this side. So let's say if you want to call your friend on the right side, so you will be rolling this card paper and just talk loud in this rolling paper. So it will approach your friend on the other side of the room, and that means it's going to make the sound louder, and it's going to make the sound go to the direction that you're aiming to or pointing to. And if you want to make the megaphone, that would be fun. So these are the materials, but of course not all the materials that it can be used. So let's see what we have here. The materials you have, we have fabric, we have foil, we have poster board, like card paper or poster board, printer paper, you have tape or glue, and they have the meter stick or ruler, something just to measure so you can cut. And of course you need to have the scissor to cut the paper. So you need it, you know, an adult support to help you to do that. And also, as I said, if you have the time and you have the materials, you want to do it, you can watch the video again and you can do it with the help of an adult. All right, let's see what we have here, the questions. Make a prediction. What does a megaphone do to sounds? What do you think? Make the sound louder? If I'm making a megaphone and I'm trying to call my friend or talk through it, do you think it make the sound louder or lower? Very good. So the megaphone makes the sound louder. So that's my prediction. Let's write down. So the megaphone makes sound louder. Right? Okay. So this is telling you how to do. So let's read it together. Carry out investigation. Be careful. Handle the materials carefully. Follow the instruction. So choose the materials you think will make the best megaphone. Draw your design on the next page. Shape the material into a megaphone and secure it using tape or glue. Use the megaphone to focus sound across the room. So that would be a nice experiment to do it. All right, so over here, well, what you need to do, you're gonna draw your megaphone, the one you made it. So draw a model of your megaphone, label the materials, which material you used. Do you use card paper, you used glue sticks, you decorated, and label the size of the opening of your phone, megaphone. So you make that as you see in the video, and then you can just draw it here. All right. I know we cannot do this activity together, but let's do it together here. I know you don't have like a classmate with you to practice that, but how did your megaphone compare to the ones that made by your classmates or by your friend? You can say that you made big size, your megaphone was bigger, so of course the sound was louder, or the opposite, like yours was longer, so the sound was louder, or yours was shorter, so the sound was less lower than your friend. So how could you make your megaphone better? So maybe, as we say, because the longer the sound will travel further. So let's say if you made a short one, next time you're gonna make a longer one. So you make sure that the sound will travel to further distance. All right, so we can put this information, we just said it together here, and let's write down. So how did your megaphone compare to ones made by your classmates? I'm gonna say that mine was shorter than my friend, so I'm gonna say that mine was shorter than or let me say, yeah, shorter than my, and the sound also, yeah, shorter, and let's see, and sound was. All All right, so how could you make your megaphone better? So now I'm gonna make mine longer so it make the sound travel further. So you say, I could make it longer to make sound travel further. So I noticed that my friend megaphone was longer and the sound traveled or was sounds louder. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this next time. All right. Okay, first graders. So have fun and you can draw what you make here and you can design it in this box. All right, thank you. That's it for today. Bye-bye.